Hi, y'all. Well, do you like poetry? I'm here to read poetry today. I'm actually surprising myself by doing this, but I feel led to, and I am being obedient to my intuition these days, so here I am. I quietly published this volume of poetry last year called The Circadian Rhythms, and the original cover art by me. I'm a collage artist and mixed media artist too. And yeah, so circadian rhythms was an idea that came to me when I was in college. I had this premonition that I would write a book of poems one day, and it would be called Circadian Rhythms. And it took 35 years, I kid you not, before the title poem, actually showed up. I don't know, maybe I need to go through a maturation process in my life to be able to receive the poem and to be able to write the poem. But here it is. And again, last year I kind of quietly published this. The only person I believe has a copy of this is my daughter because I dedicated it to her. And in fact, the dedication is a line from a poem by Hafiz, who is my favorite poet. And he said, I wish I could show you when you are lonely or in darkness the astonishing light of your own being. So, oh, I love that. It gives me goosebumps. What I feel like I want to do today is just read to you from the first poem, which is called Patient Sales, and it's the oldest poem in the book, written in 1984. And then I'll read to you Circadian Rhythms. And Circadian Rhythms is the longest poem I've ever written. It's 100 lines, and usually I do a lot of short form poetry. So this first poem, Patient Sales, is only 4 lines. That's a little bit more typical for me. Patient Sales. Sun-bleached boats litter the lake, skimming the distant waves as breezes fill their patient sails until they lean. And now I'll read Circadian Rhythms. It's 1 o'clock in the morning. Once again, she's ignoring her circadian rhythms. She should turn down the bed now. She should lay down her head now. She tends to stay on one side, leaving room in the linens, as if to express the unspoken invitation. She likes piloting her own life, but Lord, nights are hard to navigate alone. Once again, the Paternoster and Hail Mary and nodding to what was well done that day. Everything goes on like it always does. Earth spins and makes her rotation round the sun, who is constantly staring at her between horizons. They must, after billions of years of this, know books and books about each other. And of course, they won't be asking what your name is or what my name is. In the grand puzzle of the cosmos, what is a name, or a human for that matter? We are quite a small particle of stardust. She thinks working will rescue her from the truth. Truth is a master at being hidden, hard to guess it even exists at first, except when it bursts like a bomb blast and shatters the balance between avoiding or facing it. It's 2 o'clock in the afternoon. She doesn't see the day wearing her down, but the primitive urge to work that she believes was meant to last can't prevent what wants to emerge and live. There's really no leeward side in love. Love always comes with the convulse of fickle winds. No matter what the heart's emitting, her says, come along and be with me. His is admitting he's far from a strong enough pulse. It's 6 o'clock in the evening, time to veil the voice of the day as bright colors give way to blue-black night. Afraid her lover will stay out late, she's trying not to listen for him. She wonders if becoming alone has become enough, as it becomes the midday of her life. Certain desires now felt weakly, others catching fire. High noon now signaling the change, and rambling along at the pace of another no longer makes her happy now. It's 10 o'clock in the nighttime. Reading alone in bed feels correct now, although alarming is how it used to feel. She sets the alarm and slowly falls asleep. The sun cast gases outward from his center. Earth's found a way of stopping him from scorching her, so the searing torch becomes welcoming light. Her outstretched mantle from troposphere to exosphere is a garment of firmament keeping us ants alive. We know each color of her moods overhead and on her skin, and we're familiar with her seasons from the way she tilts and spins. Sometimes she's a horror with her tempests. Sometimes she pants with passion erupting from within. Don't try to understand, just dance to her circadian rhythms. Let's not forget the moon, how she'll putter around us, a capricious ball of space dust hanging out with a third rock. Moving through her imaginative, lunatic phases, she never shows the same face for very long. Look at her, half, quarter, or so new she's still invisible. The fuller she gets, the higher you'll hear waves kissing the shore. Mostly, she rules the night sky, but last week she visited at noon. And just try remembering if she's a waxing or waning gibbous or crescent. Boldly luminescent or suddenly shy and missing, she'll make you believe she's to blame for everything. After time has passed and hurts have healed, how different things began to look. With no distress signal from the heart to drown the sound of what wants to be told, it's possible to hear the call of what's waiting. If she started listening, life would lean in whispering and anoint her forehead with a glistening wet kiss. The heart, when it loses, is neither sad nor glad to be grieving. The heart knows it's filled with its purpose fulfilled, leaving her to choose what she chooses to feel. The trouble with time is that it's uncaring. It just goes on, light and dark, night and day, from the soundless bash of the Big Bang that gave us the light from a sun in a vacuum that enters through the glass window and brightens the room. It's an opportunity to be daring, and she's taking it. She's breaking the ancestral cycle. The tick and the tock and the chime of her clock combine to remind her of the passage of time, and that real change never comes silently. From first thing in the morning through last light, she's had to ride out the storms of life, pointing herself windward, close-hauled and tacking. She's making her way forward under the pressure of time. Lines in her face from smiling remain. Her eyes are answering all of your questions. She's followed charted courses, navigated changing winds, and believed she could endure, and she did. She'll turn herself toward shore, stars guiding her, not yet done with the blessing of circadian rhythms. All right, that's all the poetry for today, y'all. Be well.